Hello everybody, it's your Wonderful Wind Mage, your Cruz Ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, everyone always at your service now! I need to turn on my VTube studio, so I'm only in Fuji for the second here. Hello, Camino. How you doing today? First and foremost, it is a wonderful Wednesday, March 12th. I know I made the March 7th joke earlier for all you Honkai Star Rail players, but March 12th, everybody. Hello, Wednesday, 2025. And I'm chilling with Crimson here, as we're gonna play tabletop and whatever in just a bit. But for now, while we're waiting for people to come around, I'm instead just gonna be editing YouTube thumbnails and everything like that or so.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, yeah. Introduce yourself again.
Hi, Crimson here, just, kinda like Cruz said, just here to chill.
Hi, Crimson Des. It's Crimson, everybody. Yay, and then I'm just gonna literally just edit together everything in my spreadsheet when it comes to it all, overall for my stuff. So, woohoo! It's on a video edit, and we're just gonna talk on things or so. I was thinking to make a few more thumbnails thinking about it. Alright, let's get down to it. I need to edit my Teamfight Manager thumbnails, or rather I made them, I just need to actually post them all out on my schedule. And then I need to make the thumbnails for all of the Red Dragon Inn games that we've been doing. And my VTube studio frozen me again, so I guess we're going back to, what's his face? I guess we're going back to Fuji, huh?
I guess so. Classic.
It keeps doing this. My internet's even not that bad today. Actually, no, I'm dropping frames. Why am I dropping frames? Brother, I'm just chatting! I have Firefox open, I don't use Chrome at the very least, but come on!
Your internet just hates you, I guess.
When I move out, I am absolutely buying the highest internet gigabyte package, whatever crap it is that I need to do, because this is the one thing that truly restricts me from being able to play video games well. When I get better internet, you'll see. You'll all see.
We've all been seeing you nerfed so far.
Honestly, okay, so I'm in here with you, of course, just to be able to chat on, have a good time whenever it comes to it here. I also have the tabletop lobby up for whenever you want to get that going for setting up.
Oh, cool.
And so it also just ping. If you wanna join, I'm in a private VC call, so just ping over and sauce or join a general VC, and I'll drag you in. There you go, fine enough. But wait, did I ever tell you? So I was talking to Crimson just a little bit off stream or so on how they were doing night classes, or rather they had something at night to do for kind of part of their class curriculum in college and everything like that or so.
Yep. Shows like that, theater class is just fun every now and then.
Cause I know, yeah, I was about to say, I had to, for some of my theater classes and everything like that or so, I had to attend a few plays that were being put on by my college or so. Both, I could attend, I had to attend at least 2 or 3 and write my thoughts on them and comment about things like set design, framing, etc., stuff like that or so. And then on the other side, also I could watch more for extra credit, and I think, honestly, that, we got into the classes for free, it supported the theater department, that's cool. So, yeah, that was chill times for me and everything like that.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I don't have to do any analysis for it. It just kind of was go there, take a photo, and then just watch it. Which is not what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting at the start of the semester that everything was going to have to be I'd have to do full analysis on it, but no. Just...
I mean, at least when it comes to it, it was from my side, it was more of you could just do the analysis, but rather it wasn't a piece of paper. Yeah, you could write it down or so, but we just discussed it in class, and it was more of a social thing, rather than you have to walk away with 5 insights, and you have to tell exactly what insert character from West Side Story did at the ball, and copy the dance moves exactly, and whatever crap like that or so. It was really just kind of hey, just attend these, just come over with some insights, and then, yeah, we just chill.
Yep, that was last semester.
Oof. That really sucks. I was about to say, at least for me, college classes compared to high school classes, it really depended on the teacher. But I feel like I had higher highs and lower lows, but it wasn't necessarily content of class, but content of teacher when it came to be here. Because, you know, depending on what kind of class I had, it still mostly came around to the same side of, alright, well, I'm gonna have to deal with one way or BS or another, potentially, overall. But otherwise, it's not like I necessarily had a problem with getting work done. Or rather, I should rephrase that. The times that I had trouble getting work done was when the teacher was inept or absolutely just couldn't adapt to COVID, which it was sad on some parts, and then just horrible on the others. Like, the older teachers absolutely suffered, and I can't blame them for some of it, but others, like, oh my god, dude. You do not, I do not wish personal hell on anybody, but, let's see here. I need to find it in my private dump server where I put all my school files. Where is it? BA, I titled it BA is BS, because it was a business analytics class, which is basically a fancy way of just saying Microsoft Excel class overall, but I need to send you some of the lectures over that our guy recorded. My teacher recorded all of his lecture stuff or whatever. This was before COVID and everything like this going out or so, and that's fine enough, but this man, and this is going to sound very bad, but I'm just going to say the demographics when it comes to it, was simply, like, almost, like, maybe kind of like a 40s, 50s white guy with the most droning, boring, uninterested voice teaching a class about utilizing Excel sheets and cells and making formulas. And he would not have a good... Like, I'm just going to send you one of those videos over if you want to see, and then it's... you will see how horrible it is, because it was so bad that enough people in our class complained, and my VTube studio is back up, enough people in our class complained that the dean had to come over to watch him, basically, or so. And the problem is that the guy was tenured, but he wasn't teaching the class next time around when it came to, so, next semester. So, I think everybody got fed up enough with him. Like, when the grades had to be curved from D's and C's on every basic test, basically, or so, because the content was so goddamn hard. And this guy did not help at all, because he had the most droning lectures. He didn't teach his class, like, he recorded his lectures, he didn't teach it, we just watched his lectures in class. We were able to do the homework for the other half of class, because, he didn't get to pad it out, but anytime you would have a question, it would be an exchange, it would be one of those non-answering ones, where it's like, alright, hey, I need to know how to format a cell. Okay, well, where do you start? I want to make, this is a analytics class, accounting class. I want to make sure that I'm starting right, and you can walk me through it. Did you watch the video? Yes, I did. Well, what did it say first? I have to go to insert and maybe I'd click the so-or-so. Is that correct? I don't know. Did you learn from the video? Dude, teach us!
Oh my god, okay, not exactly the same experience, but one of my math classes, I think it was Calc 2, teacher did the exact same thing, except we watched the videos on our own, and then in class was time for the homework and any questions we had, except all the answers were non-committal, and it just was terrible.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, you're being paid to teach the class. Please do so.
Yeah, and it's like, I'll toss like one good bone or two, for instance, when it came to me on my side or so. It was freaking my accounting classes. I had to take 2 accounting classes for my business major when it came to it or so. Accounting 1, I had like an older lady or so, which I didn't necessarily, I just went in blind. I didn't have anybody else who had taken it, because all my friends are engineering students. I have one artist, all engineers, and then I'm the only business student, so I had nobody to rely on, hilariously enough, sadly. I was kind of like, alright, I'm flying solo enough on this. I got through that class with a C+ when it came to it. Because accounting, I'm not the best with math or so, and even though you see me posting my Google spreadsheet when it comes to half the time for my upload schedule, that's because I'm nice and used to it, and I'm happy with it. Gotta love crappy professors. Dude, rate my professor saved my life so much as I could on there. But, like, do you have to take an accounting class for whatever you're gonna do at all?
I don't know. I kind of, like, took one in high school, but that was during COVID, and it was taught by a tech teacher, so I'm not really counting that.
Okay, well, fact is, accounting, I see why. Before, I was like, I guess it's a nerd thing by the stereotypes or so. I mean, what more can I really say? But after taking them myself, and, you know, this is insights after I'm 2.5 years now out of college or so, you know, accountants make a lot of money for a goddamn reason, because when you're moving around other people's money, that's very important. And the fact is, you mess up one part of your cell, and or one part of your formula, and the entirety of the rest of your answers are completely wrong.
Oh.
Because the way that it is, like, for Excel formulas or so, I can really show you on stream when it comes to it. I can pull up my Red Dragon Inn stuff. Is the fact that you're making formulas to basically draft through all of the work that you can do. Why would you need to manually add up what these 8 cells say when you can just put equals, sum, and drag over those cells, and then that formula you just copy paste through every sheet to calculate your 12 months of interest or whatever crap like that or so. The problem with that is that for accounting classes, when it comes to it, those exams is along the way of you are going to build a formula for problem number 1, then you use the formula to build a new one, or to build a new formula, or to modify the formula in one way for problem number 2 and 3 onwards. So you're seeing where I'm going with this here. If you get question 1 right, that's fine. If you get question 6 wrong, well, that means question 6 and everything past question 6 is without a doubt wrong, because you got your formula wrong somewhere. And because the formula keeps building, or you're using the same thing that you've been building on from every previous question, you absolutely can just tank from doing something wrong at the beginning so fast.
Oh, and there's not even, like, any mercy for, like, if you get question, like, 2 wrong and then do everything else right as according to question 2.
No, because, like, if you look up stuff whenever it comes to it, like, there is Microsoft Excel Esports. Did you know?
No.
We can do a watch together of the Microsoft Excel Esports whenever it comes to it or so, because there's a few breakdowns of it, but basically it's exactly that, to where you basically have like 30 minutes or like 60 minutes to try to solve as many of these formulas or so. I'm gonna look this up on stream right now, and I'll show you basically how it works. Microsoft Excel Esports. Microsoft Excel World Championship. This is a real thing. I am not kidding here. If you're seeing this on stream, finals in Las Vegas for this year, December 1 through 3. This is covered by, like, the Wall Street Journal, ESPN, and this is real shit when it comes to it. I am not kidding here.
Hold up, let me get into Twitch real quick.
Or no, you know what? I can just pull it up on my freaking thing on Discord here for you to see if you need. And take your time, D3. As an art major, it's always the bane of my existence. What? I don't blame any of y'all for not wanting to use Excel or Google Sheets when it comes to it, considering how obtuse it can feel. Or rather, like, you know, if you're not used to using it at all, then that's just, you know, totally fine when it comes to it. But for me, whenever it comes to, for a lot of my work, you know, either for my journalism job or just like me keeping up with my upload schedule, this is what I'm looking at on a daily basis, and I am happy to do so. Or when I'm playing Tabletop Simulator, so like I made a sheet for all of my stuff, for all of my Red Dragon Inn stuff, or even when I'm doing my research, my market research for Red Dragon Inn, considering how all the friends are playing it right now. These are all formulas, all sheets that I've put together, and it's simple enough stuff that I'm still working on. And I enjoy doing this stuff. Does that make me a nerd? I wouldn't even say nerd, because all the nerds are like, dude, I hate math. Math is BS. I think I'm a business normie when it comes to it. Just people are like, brother, what the heck are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
But here, do you see this, Crimson?
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now.
So, my Red Dragon Inn sheet when it comes to it or so, for example, if you want to,
Oh, you did all of that with...
Yeah, so let me make it simple. When I made my mod or so, I wanted to make sure that I was getting 40 cards, so I'm typing all the numbers into the cells for how much that I have for my quantity, and simply, for this right here, it's 40, but I didn't type 40. If you see in the little box where that I'm highlighting, you can see here, sum function equals sum, and I literally just dragged over to find the sum of all the numbers all together there, so I don't have to edit it. It's literally just like that.
So glad the sum function exists. I would have absolutely done E2 plus E3 plus E4 and all that.
Well, here's the thing that on why Excel and Google Sheets are nice, because with the sum function, it doesn't just add it in a vacuum, it just says it's 40. If you keep changing numbers or so, for instance, it will keep updating in real time, as you're seeing right now if I'm just playing around with the numbers.
Yeah.
You're seeing now it's up to 60. If I undo all of it all, it keeps changing in back and forth. And that's the main thing about it, because now, let's say I type 12 equals sum. I want to do the sum, and I want these two cells. I can add the 40 from the function plus this 12, and now this will keep both of them will keep updating. And you're seeing how this is going on, because I'm building upon my different equations and everything like that or so. So that's gonna be accounting if you ever need to do that. And I've done that for the horizontal characters. I've done the average function instead of their cards. Same thing with the averages or the totals, as you can see here. And that's basically how I'm breaking down everything, finding my insights for how to balance our debts and, yeah, how we're doing it or so. I'm a normie nerd when it comes to it. Then again, it's not that I'm playing on freaking in the Microsoft Excel World Championships. Alright, let's see here. You want a sample case? Let me download this and let's see how this is. It's funny because like it's Excel World Championships, but at the same time too, like this is also just straight up like you can open it up and this would be an accounting class. Or like, you know, an accounting homework when it comes to it or so. Okay, let me see here. Can I open a file, and can I open up that example case? Can I upload it, please? Yes, upload. Browse. I want to open that up on my downloads folder. Because I tried to open up Excel and it says I need my product key, so oops, that's why I use Google stuff. Oh my god. But I'm being stupidly nerdy, even though I'm not, you know, so, going back to the beginning of the story, I got a C+ on my Accounting 1 class, but thankfully, because unexpected error, I guess we're not opening up a sample sheet then, huh?
Oh well. But
when it comes to it otherwise then, my sister, Rand, actually did she graduated with a marketing major, business marketing when it comes to it. So, because of that, I was able to actually solicit some of her advice, and she was able to recommend me a really, really good, a really good Accounting 2 professor that helped me out on that end. And I got a B- on his class, but he was really nice when it comes to it. Or helping me, and I had a good hookup. He was a military guy, and he helped out, and he was really good on COVID, with the online side and trying to help out on this here, so. Alright, I'm just looking up, you know, examples straight from the website here, but if you're still seeing it on stream or so, on the spreadsheets, all those orange boxes are basically your answers, and if it was like the World Championships or like an Excel class, each box would be weighted differently, or to just be like, hey, this is 1 point out of 100, so all of those are going to be your different functions altogether or so, and you're already reading percentages, or, you know, breakdown cost, or whatever crap like that, or the interest points for these different ones or so, yeah. That's gonna be your accounting class if you ever have to take one, and you can immediately see once again how fast things would barrel down if you got your initial assumption wrong.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Net interest, and then that immediately tunnels into the 2022 if you divide it up by that.
Now, I took the easiest math classes I could because I didn't have to take math classes for my major, I just had my gen ed, so I took intro to I had algebra 1 and like intro to like mathematics. I honestly do think Because I just need to get those gen eds out, and I am an Asian, and I am bad at math, so that's not gonna help me in the slightest ever whenever it comes to it then. I'm just being honest. You know what? I'm just saying it as it is, Chief. Let's be real here. But otherwise, I got out of that, but I had to take 2 accounting classes as I was a business major, so I couldn't weasel my way out of that, unfortunately, then.
Yeah.
But once again, at the very least when it comes to it, I got through that BS just fine, and well, we're here now.
Yeah.
But that's just what I've been doing for, logging up that stuff there, and then for my upload schedule as well. Once again, I've pulled this sheet up enough, but you remember seeing my upload schedules when I did it 4 days in a row? 4 days in a row? 4 uploads a day?
Yeah, that craziness. I still don't know how you didn't burn out, like, in that...
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I am an extrovert. And some of y'all need to touch grass.
Yes, you're an extrovert. You say as I'm seeing...
As I'm uploading 4 videos a day, but here's the thing. Once again, I will always harken back to when Flanny talked about me being neurotypical, not neurodivergent. Because the main thing that she compares about me compared to, anybody else when it comes to it is especially how on top I am when it comes to keeping myself on a schedule. Because if you watched how much of my offline on my distractor series did you ever watch out of me here back then in the day?
Oh, that honestly, it was a wonderful thing. Like, just as I'm walking home from school, like, oh hey, Cruz posted, yay!
Really? I had you being like, oh, Cruz posted, and you just hear me raging. What the fuck was that? I'm raging, dude. I'm telling you, a third of my videos are like depressed thumbnail. I am lagging. I hate everything in life right now. I'm gonna be real, Chief. This sucks. I wish I could do more for my team. This is bad. It's good content. This is a close game, but this is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
I'm so shocked by the content creator that I have. I'm not trying to be like, oh, what was me? Y'all should support me more. I'm genuinely surprised every time people are like, yeah, I've been watching you for the longest time now. Like, what? Really? Yeah. That's cool, but I really didn't expect people to enjoy me that much to that end or so. But
honestly, can't be explained.
Getting back to it or so, I'm glad that I am both glad that I stopped to face my daily Registrator series, mostly for the fact that I went out, and it's not that I can't return back to the game now or so. I can if I want to, but the fact is I stopped playing it after my last session, or after my last recording session or so, with just good fond memories or so. And it's just kind of like, yeah, it's getting sunsetted, which sucks, but, when it comes to it or so, I'm still walking away, still very happy with the time that I had.
What do you mean by sunsetted?
So it's a gaming term. Sunsetting the game basically means it's on life support. It's not going to get any more updates. It's just kind of there in the wild.
Oh, yeah.
And, that's the state. I mean, yeah, balance patches, they said or so, but, no major updates, and that's just really how it goes.
Yeah, I think the Christmas one has been the most major update that we've gotten in forever.
Yeah, and that was just kind of like a extra surprise when it comes to it.
Welcome surprise, nonetheless. But
yes, definitely. But, yeah, that's really it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just typing stuff. I'm making my thumbnails in another window, and I don't want to show it off because, it's his face. Because I don't want to go through my editing process necessarily when it comes to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just going back into Steam and just seeing Bite Breakers at the top of my favorites. I'm really hoping that they continue with it.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, whatever things that they want to do at the end of the day, that's, their decision, of course.
Yeah, and honestly, whatever they do, as soon as I hear about it, I'm at least going to give it a try, because you know,
I
the
think one of
last
my
game.
fondest memories, though, out of the Byte Breakers beta was, so Captivating to hit 9K, maybe like a week or two ago on YouTube, which I'm eternally grateful for. But I just remember it was like Lutzbird, the primary designer of Rasmus, commented on my video. So I'm like, I've been noticed by Rasmus official. OMG, I'm blushing like anytime Sunny makes good art or so. Like, it's cute, it's great, I love it. And then I remember when I was streaming Byte Breakers, I got my back absolutely blown out by Lutzbird playing Atlas.
Okay, to be fair, Atlas was so fun.
I got dinked from a building to a palm tree, and then he absolutely dunked on me with the Atlas up. So, yeah, Rasmus Official has actually trapped and destroyed my spine. I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, looking back at the entirety of what I have for my my upload schedule, the thing I was trying to say with my whole point there, for my daily Omega Striker sessions or so, is there any notable phrase that comes to your mind from when I played it, from when I was doing that or so?
From when you were doing which, like?
Just daily Omega Strikers in general.
Any specific phrase? That's a hard one.
I was just trying to put this on you on the spot because the main thing I was going to say is I always commented if it was the last or the beginning of my recording session, so I could try to date myself, both for my own reference whenever I was blotting out the videos, and that was the big thing. As much as I did these, because if you're looking at it right here on my side, I kept daily 4 videos a day, daily uploads until October, I believe, or so. And then I went down to 3 in November, and then now New Year, I've gone down to 2. And, you know, I don't have as many highs when it comes to it for my views. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because December you kind of just took a break, which...
Yeah, because I had a lot of family stuff when it comes to it or so that's just kind of how it's chilling. No big deal on that end.
Yeah,
and I was also like, I want to wind down especially after Byte Breakers came out. I wanted to wind down on my Omega Strikers series since they did announce that, you know, that they aren't going to get any more bigger updates at that point then.
Yeah.
But the big thing for me is that anytime I played games or so, commentary, no commentary or not or so, I did record it, and I blotted I blotted myself out to my recording blots. I said, all right, I'm giving myself an hour, nothing more, nothing less, go. And that's how I very much so kept a lot of my myself from burning out or so, because I wasn't gonna be like one and done Andy, or I wasn't gonna go for like 8 hours and then be like, all right, I'm good for a week or two, but I don't want to play the game even for another week or two or so. Consistent, treated it like a fun job because I was really having a good time with it or so, and I wasn't as pressured when it came to be. I started doing the upload schedule because on the Maid block, that was MomoCon that I was preparing for 4 days to try to have daily uploads, and then I didn't stream enough, and well, oopsie, smile, but I still had 3 videos a day there when it comes to it. And oh my goodness gracious, dude, I was still playing, what's his face? I was still playing Dicey Dungeons back then. Oh my god, that's so cute.
Dicey Dungeons was forever ago.
Let's see here, back in April, it was my daily Omega Strikers. I was still playing Eternal Return, and then Helldivers was did just come out, so we were playing that. Alter and Season 21 of Apex had just happened. Balatro, I started posting all together. And so was Ubisoft's It's Defiant, which is also non-existent now.
Whatever happened with that?
I didn't make the profit margin, so they just said, all right, well, we're destroying it.
Damn, that sucks.
Yep, even though it was a good game, you know, you're competing with COD, and as much as people lament about, oh, the state of COD, it's too zoomeristic, or these collabs are killing how it looks or so, people are still buying it in droves. You're not beating COD. It's actually too big to fail, ironically.
Yeah.
Sadly so. Also, I'm seeing as well when it comes to it, I've seen my reverse collapse stuff, which I'm like, dude, I need to play reverse collapse since I didn't even play it in February. It's approaching its 1-year anniversary on Steam now, too, so I'm like, I feel guilty, I need to play reverse collapse again, dude.
It's really just still take it at your own pace.
I do, but also I need to do that as well, because back in September, that's when I was playing Fire Emblem Engage. So, that's another series I need to finish. Granted, that was more for Lunatic Run, and that was for the fun of it, but quite frankly, I got a lot of views on that. And to be fair, that's when D3 started showing up around, and then everybody started rusting after FTA, so, great, muscles, great. It's not a problem, it's just funny that it's lined up then, that a predominant buff artist, immediately started coming around and I played a game with a character who predominantly wants to be buff. And I really love using them because all I care about is, why do you need to be a speedy archer if one arrow will kill them and one hit kill them? I say as I made Citrine an absolute Thoron nuke who dealt like 40 magic damage but had a speed of 1. Because she had no weight.
If you kill them and you're out of range, it doesn't matter if you get double hit back by everything.
Yeah, but that was how I did, keep myself from burning out. Because especially I was on a Micro Strikers video a day, but if I could record 3 or 4 in a session or so, just especially counting like blowouts or so, that could be like a 10-minute match to like a 25-minute match at most or so. So I'm at least getting 2 or 3 out of a recording session, decent ones. I deleted videos that were 3-0s or 0-3s that provided no good insights or that I just didn't have good commentary on. So I uploaded good enough losses too, of course. But otherwise, I was able to do that twice a week or so. That could fulfill my quota. If I streamed it too, then that, that buffers my time on it.
That just adds to it.
Because I at least was streaming Omega Strikers once a week because everybody only came to me for Omega Strikers back then. And then now, well, here we are. People are liking me for variety enough. Thank goodness. And by that I mean, at least on the stream side. On the YouTube side, my analytics are the worst that they've been, but I don't care because it's for my fun, and quite frankly, I'm down to 2 videos a day, dude. So like, do you think I really care at that point? Like, I'm almost done with March. Actually, with this VOD here, just chatting, so that's RDI. And then on that side here too, just chatting. I'm ready at 30 minutes here, so this will be its video, so that will go in March 30. I'm almost out of April already, dude. You're seeing, I am well kept up with it. And
you're prepared well in advance.
This feels so nice, considering how I'm gonna be away again in April, about the second week of April. I'm gonna be away all week out of the country, where I'm gonna post a lot of cool stuff, and maybe I'll have some IRL vlogging stuff. Actually, no, I'm gonna do my if I get some alone time, I'll post some vlogging stuff or so. Because I'm going to be sharing it in the Discord whenever it comes to it. That'll be fun with people. It'll be fun. Alright, end YouTube video so I can maximize my content.